Have you ever, fully committed to God? Maybe you prayed a prayer to ask Him to direct your steps, your path. Maybe you've asked Him, just to give you a full life and whatever that takes. Maybe you've been so low, maybe to the point where you just ask Him, just to, not only just to give you a full life, but you've asked Him to take control of your life because you know that He will take control of it and that He will get you where He needs you to go. And sometimes we pray those prayers, and then right after that happens, have you ever witnessed maybe you lose your job? Maybe something terrible in a relationship happens, a breakup or a terrible situation arises. Maybe you're dealing with financial struggles. Maybe since you lost your job, now you're dealing, you can't pay for the house. You are getting depressed and lonely. And because of the result of losing that job and stuff like that, even though you prayed those things, you begin to fall away from the Bible. You begin to fall away from God, not even converse with Him because you asked Him and you prayed for it, but He's not answering. It's almost like, where are you, God? I've been there. Where are you? In Hebrews 12 it says this. It says in verse 11, "No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it." Now, I'm not talking about a bad discipline. Maybe those times that you lost your job, maybe those times that that relationship didn't work out, what happens if God's answering your prayer right now? And see, it completely changed my perspective because sometimes when we pray these prayers and we say, God, take control of my life, maybe it consists of losing a job. Maybe it consists of being out of a relationship that you were in. You're like, how could He do that to me? It's not that He's trying to hurt you. He's answering your prayer by saying, you know what, you want to have a full life? You want me to take control of your life? The discipline may hurt, but in the long run, it's going to be better than ever. And so sometimes we look at it as, I'm being attacked right now, I'm being hurt right now. But sometimes we don't really sit back and go, God, if this is part of your plan, if me losing my job here is just what I want to do and not what you want to do, that's fine. If I'm working here because it's just because of me, then take it. If I'm not supposed to be in this relationship for you to take control of my life, then take it. And sometimes we think of them as bad things. But yeah, He's trying to say, in order for me to take you to a whole new level, in order for me to take you to even higher, to give you that full life, there's going to have to be some sacrifices. It may hurt sometimes. I'm not trying to hurt you, but you prayed it. You wanted me to take control. So I encourage you right now, if you're going through that situation, maybe you have prayed those prayers, maybe you have been seeking God recently and something bad has happened. Maybe you've lost a job, maybe a relationship has just fallen apart, maybe you just don't feel like God's listening to you. Well, I want you to take a step back and continue to seek Him because the only way we can truly understand if He's answering our prayers is to stay in a constant relationship with Him. I encourage you, I've been there. I've been in a place that I was lonely and depressed because of relationship issues. And the thing that I didn't know then was that God took care of me because I said a simple prayer. And He answered that prayer. And now I'm far greater than where I ever was. I'm living a full life and I can honestly tell you that. So I encourage you, discipline hurts. It may take a little bit of stretching, but don't start blaming God that He's not taking care of your situation. He hears you. He hears you. He wants you to stay with Him and connect with Him. Stay with Him, guys.